My name's Adam Cole.
So we are here catching people who cheat on their diets, job searches, and schoolwork. To summarize the article, companies are applying the cutting-edge AI technology to combat cheating on homework, on the job hunt, and even on one's diet. Company called Crosscheck is using machine learning and data analytics to help employers with the job reference process so they can avoid bad hires. And people at Drexel University, they are developing an app that can predict when dieters are likely to lapse on their eating regimen. And in Denmark, they unveiled a program that can determine with 90% accuracy whether a high school kid cheated on their paper or not. So artificial intelligence is coming into the hiring process. The recent survey from the large employment law firm that 37% of polled companies were using artificial intelligence. One of the companies using AI technology is Crosscheck. Crosscheck's program has candidates rate themselves on various factors like attention to detail and self-motivation, and also has their reference rate the candidates on the same things. The rating system is on a 5 point okay to great scale. The technology compares the ratings and triangulates the result with the job skills the employer values, although reference scores are then averaged. When the program spots inconsistencies in the scores, it will alert employer. And they're even using a technology on the diet. Approximately 45 million Americans diet each year, but many don't lose weight because they backslide. The app On Track, developed by researchers at Drexel University, they gather user data and learns when diet lapses are statistically likely to happen, and then warns user right before the next one could happen. The
So
app predicts.
would this be like a watch on my hand, or
Actually,
how
they
would it work?
are gathering information from fitness, yeah, the watch, or like
Okay.
other things. They can even manually put their like data into the app, but the developer said they are working to make the app completely automatically in 2 years. So I think that's gonna be changed in 2 years.
So would it like shock me if I was if I'm on a diet and I went to eat a cookie? Would it like what would it do to me to make stop eating that cookie?
I mean, the article didn't really mention like how exactly they're doing it, but they're just saying they're gonna just tell you to stop that when
Like a
you are about to
notification,
do
like a little alert
something.
popping up,
Yes.
basically on your phone.
Okay. That seems like that would have
So
an amazing market.
yes.
Yeah, I thought so too.
The app predicts when dieters are likely to lapse on their eating regimen based on the time of day, the user emotions, and even the temperature of their skin and heart rate. And in Denmark, they unveiled a program that they say can determine with 90% accuracy whether a high school research paper was written by the student handing in the assignment or someone else. Ghostwriter compares student assignment with their past work. The program scrutinizes writing style and word choice and then sees how the paper measures up against the student's past work. Developers argue that it could be also used to spot forged documents during police work, and it could also be applied to social media, since websites like Twitter, Facebook, and even Amazon are full of misinformation from internet trolls, automate bots, and fake accounts.
So that would look at so you're saying that would work in school classes. So I could look at what you guys submit on things
Uh-huh.
and see if there was any cheating or
If
something,
we,
or just
yeah, yeah,
taking other.
we copied from Google or something. There's
Yeah.
also like similar program, Turnitin. They're like similar to this, the Ghostwriter, but it
Okay.
seems like this one is more advanced.
Okay.
So then how does this relate to management? Well, the goal of management is to basically develop a system that was going to allow the firm to effectively guide their employees to complete assignments as efficiently as possible. And since candidates being interviewed at a company can lie about their skills, their previous employment, or qualities that make them good for that position, this can cause the firm to hire a bad employee that does not fit their business model.
So they're
Well,
just literally going to look at the person in the interview, look at their facial expressions, body movement, and be able to assess whether they're meet some of the criteria they're looking for.
yeah, that's part of it. Another part of it too is that basically they will look at the resume, and based on what the person says in the interview, they can compare to what they write down as kind of like a guide to see if they are saying if their skills line up with who they are saying they are.
Ah, okay.
So artificial intelligence is being used as a tool to help screen out candidates that lie and won't be effective employees, which is going to allow the firm to pick their next employee with more accuracy. Basically, finding an employee who's going to match their firm's values and be more efficient when it comes to doing their specific job at that firm.
And you'd be
Now,
less likely to fire them, or they'd be less likely to leave because they'd
yes,
be satisfied. Okay.
yep. This is going to allow management to be more efficient, and which should eventually turn to an overall financial benefit for the firm when it comes to lower turnover ratios in their employees and just working well with others to get the assigned task done. AI also analyzes the behaviors, the values, and the skills, which it then does to create a profile on someone's personality, which the employer can view and decide to hire from there.
Hmm.
Impacts on our future. Artificial intelligence will continue to become more efficient than it is today and have the ability to do tasks that previously were not attainable. A recent survey conducted by Littler Mendelson Law Firm found out that 37% of companies that participated in the survey were using AI in the firm. I believe it did say 25% of that was for resume screening when it comes to hiring new employees. And then as time goes on, firms are going to continue to adopt this technology. It is still fairly new,
Mhm.
but eventually it will become more mainstream. Also, with the increase in effectiveness, cheating on school assignments and job interviews will be easier to detect, especially when it comes to the school assignments. Currently it's at 90%, the one software that was developed, but I mean, over time that could roughly get up to 95, even
Wow.
closer to 99%, which could make cheating basically not possible anymore.
Why do you think
Uh,
people cheat?
just to get an advantage over the system, try to make themselves look better, I'd say. There's a lot of different reasons someone could cheat, but I feel like the end result is they're just trying to basically better their position.
Okay. Matthew, your thoughts?
Uh, I just think they're cheating because it's easy. It doesn't really take them that much time to like look things make good. So that would be the main reason.
Okay. That's good.
So this will in turn create more reliable information regarding an individual's school grade or perceived skills. Is it fair? Well, the goal of this AI software is to detect those being deceitful and unhonest through their own words or actions. Cheating on a test is against the rules and gives the student an unfair advantage over other students that are not cheating. But with the help of AI, grades can more accurately reflect what the student actually earned through their own abilities. While applying for a job, it's critical to provide true information regarding yourself when asked by an employer to make sure you're qualified for the job. Some employers even have you sign off on the information you provide to make sure it is accurate. Providing inaccurate information is deceitful to your potential employer since you're giving yourself skills and talents that may not be true, which could result in someone else missing out who could have been a better fit for that position. Those partaking in lying and cheating are creating an unfair advantage for themselves, so using AI to detect those situations would be a fair decision. And then what are the concerns of AI? So some of the main issues regarding artificial intelligence are privacy protection. In today's world, data is just as valuable as money, and that's why companies all over the world keep extensive files on user information from websites, blogs, social media accounts, and other sources. AI needs massive amounts of data in order to be as effective as a human in analyzing data and also behavior, so firms may engage in unethical actions to obtain more information on their users. These firms can also develop software which will be designed to mine users' personal information from their personal apps for firms to sell to other companies or simply just use in their own software. And since this technology is still in the early stages, there are not any laws and regulations and concerns to how they operate. But over time, governments might implement new laws and regulations based on how AI is turning out to be.
How do you think you would approach this? Not knowing what you know and knowing you're going to be entering the workforce soon, next year or two, and they're going to use this. How do you think you can use this information to be more successful at your interviews?
I feel like personally, just providing the most accurate information regarding myself would give me a better opportunity to just show them that I am who I am, and to make sure that, if they were using AI, that it didn't show any red flags. But I also feel like doing some of the personality tests we did for the
Yep.
reflections, just knowing like more about yourself would also allow you to go into the interview with a better like mind state on what your skills are for this position. So you really wouldn't have to lie or make things up going in, because you would already have an idea of what skills you have that are going to help you benefit for this position.
Okay. Matthew,
Yes.
go ahead. Your thoughts on this.
I mean, only some
How do
kind
you
of
feel about
criminal.
it?
Yeah. So what I think is only some kind of criminal is using this AI technology. I think it would be a benefit to all of us. The
Okay.
employer can hire great employees, and I can be employees to the companies I am perfectly matched to. So I think it will benefit both of us, both sides.
Okay. Would you do anything different in an interview knowing this AI is watching you?
I think
I would
I might try to I might like try to be more truthful because AI knows whether I'm lying or not. So yeah, that would be the yeah, I might be more truthful.
Okay.
I would just try to provide as much accurate information as I could, and I
Hmm.
would also try to be calm when it comes to my body behavior, like what kind of signals I'm giving off, because I wouldn't want to give off something that wasn't true. I
Okay.
would just try to sit there like calm, like a robot or something, and not move, so they
Okay.
can't even tell.
Or what if they want to looking for energy and excitement about something? Do you think?
Uh,
I'm just
yeah, if they mentioned something that really got me going, I would be like, yeah, I would
enthusiasm.
only show like expressions when it came to stuff that really got me going and excited and stuff like that.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Any closing comments?
Um, I would just say that this is some pretty interesting technology. Honestly, I had no idea that they could even do this with AI right now. Um, but now that they can, I just feel like this could level the playing field when it comes to cheating on assignments in school,
Hmm.
and also with the job hiring process for firms.
Great. Matthew, any closing comments?
I mean, I just think the AI technology seems like they're being advanced each year. So just like the movie Terminator, so it kind of feels like the future might come true. So in that way, it kind of like I feel kind of afraid, but this like advanced AI technology, I think they are inevitable. So I think we have to get used to it.
Okay. Good job.